Let's talk about the softening of a generation. I am talking about the kids today in the year 2025. When I was a kid in the late 1970s, discipline meant something very different than it does today. My father didn't hesitate to use a belt or a sharp slap when I crossed the line. Back then, this wasn't called abuse. It was called parenting. It was the steel spine behind respect, boundaries, and consequence. Today, that same act is not only frowned upon, it's criminalized. Even a spanking, once a common corrective measure, is branded as abuse. I've lived through the transformation firsthand. After my divorce, my ex-wife even filed a sexual abuse case against me for nothing more than horseplaying with my daughter. Pure horse shit. Of course, the case was dropped the very next day by the city, but that moment crystallized for me how much the cultural pendulum has swung. The way society frames fatherhood, discipline, and masculinity has changed. And I would argue not for the better. What we see now is the rise of a softer child. A child shielded from the sting of discipline, from the cold reality of losing, from the fire that failure should spark. Participation trophies, given out for second place, last place, and everything in between, are perhaps the clearest symbol of this cultural shift. They don't inspire resilience. They don't motivate excellence. They whisper, "Don't worry about winning. Showing up is enough." But life doesn't work that way. The world doesn't reward mediocrity with applause. Some of these changes, I believe, can be traced back to the way modern family structures and cultural norms have shifted. Many men today have become passive participants in their households, simp husbands bending to every demand, stripped of authority in the name of harmony. Feminist-leaning laws and cultural narratives have amplified this trend, placing mothers in dominant positions while fathers step back, or are forced back, into silence. The decline of physical discipline is part of that larger shift, one that has redefined authority, accountability, and toughness in the home. The result is clear: a generation of children less prepared for adversity, less driven to compete, less resilient when the world inevitably tells them no. Strength is forged in resistance. Without resistance, without loss, without consequence, the spirit softens. And while compassion and protection are important, too much of either can erode the very qualities that once prepared young people to survive and thrive in a hard world. Every generation is shaped by the rules of its time. But in sheltering children from discomfort, we may have also stolen from them the very tools they need to become strong. Anyway, I am not sure there's a cure. Thanks for watching, and please comment below your thoughts on this matter. See you on the next.